Hello Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. This is going to be a Faery Oracle reading for you for December 2020. I've already done a pre-shuffle of your cards to get your energy into the cards, Aquarius, so I'll just do a final shuffle and see what the fairy realm wants to say to you at this time for December 2020. And it is a general reading, Aquarius, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind or for somebody else. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. So right, current energy or a situation here, then what are the challenges to that, and then what's in your power and an outcome, and then something else the universe and the earth energies would like to say to you. And at the bottom of the deck we have Epona's wild daughter, and as you can see, Epona is the wild daughter. She's looking to the past, and she's leaning on in a comforting way onto a crouched, a bent over figure, and that looks in a little bit of despair. And there's the owl there, which is about wisdom. And this is about knowing the right time, that something from the past, perhaps a trauma from the past, something that happened in the past, that needs now to be faced, or to start a process of healing from that before you're going to be able to go forward. So it's that something needs looking at from the past before moving on. All right, I'll just put that one to one side. Okay. Now I'm just going to turn all these over before we start. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Could we clarify the cards on the table, please? I'm just going to get another card for each card on the table. Could we clarify the cards on the table, please, for Aquarius for December? Okay. So at the bottom of the deck this time we have Leighton the Sylph, and this is about mental speed, thoughts going very quickly in a certain area. So mental clarity, mental acumen, but a speed of thought. So it's that sort of an energy. I'll just put that over there now. So let's have a look at the overall energies here. Well, we have Epona's wild daughter. Oh, now she came out before, didn't she? Yes, she came out before. She was at the bottom of the deck, wasn't she, before I shuffled again? So that's okay. So Epona's wild daughter and Geo the slow. So she's appeared again. So as I say, this is about looking to the past and looking at something, realising that something needs the dressing from the past before being able to move on. And then Geo the slow. So this is about slowing down a little bit, nestling down into the ivy, nestling down, taking your time. Geo the slow doesn't rush anywhere. He's quite happy, settled into the ivy near the tree. And he's just going to watch the world go by. So I feel for yourself, Aquarius, this is perhaps what's saying for some of you, that at this time, it's a time of slowing down and perhaps, settling down within yourself and watching the world go by, really. At this time of realising that there's something from the past that perhaps needs to be looked at, whether it's in the form of some counselling or therapy for some of you, or perhaps just within yourself, really looking at something, for what it is and what it was, and bringing your wisdom, the owl, bringing your wisdom into play here, you know, taking a step back and looking at it afresh, if you like, while you go into Geo, the slow energy. An ideal time, really, for some of you. Now, at the heart of your reading, we have the fairy godmother and we have the glaucoma. The fairy godmother, this is about sharing, give and take. This can also be about a gift being offered to you, perhaps from the fairy realm or the universal energies, however you want to look at them. But something is being offered now. She's offering this beautiful apple or a peach, and she's giving it unconditionally. She doesn't expect anything back. So something is being offered to you at this time. Now, the other way of looking at this card also is that if this is representing an energy of yourself, Aquarius, if you are doing this, if you are giving unconditionally of yourself, remember to always hold something back. Don't give everything of yourself away. The fairy godmother, even in this case, she's holding a quartz sphere back, and that's where she draws her energy from. So, you know, don't give all your energy away. If you've got this very giving, benevolent, sharing nature, but do hold something back to look after yourself. All right. So it's a beautiful energy, the fairy godmother. This really is about sharing unconditionally. Now, whether it's to yourself from the universe and the fairy realm, or whether this is representing your energy, Aquarius. Now, the glaucoma, however, this is about looking beyond a situation. Look, if something that's being offered to you looks too good to be true, then it probably is. Okay, so the glaucoma energy puts a slightly different slant on the fairy godmother. So the fairy godmother, this is about something being offered unconditionally to you. However, you need to read the small print, whatever it is. You need to read the small print, Aquarius, because it may be, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. So look beyond the glitter and the glitz and what looks very promising and what is making your heart beat a bit faster, you know, all of those energies. You slow down and look beyond that, because it may not be what it seems to be, if I can put it that way. So this is just for some of you. And the challenge is the Lady of the Harvest and the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. So the Lady of the Harvest it's got a very sad energy about it. This is about when we've lost something, something's gone. And you see the autumn colours, and in autumn the leaves drop, don't they? And you can't put the leaves back on again. Once they're gone until the next season, of course, with that scenario. But this is about something that's ended, at the ending of a cycle, to do with something, some area for some of your lives, Aquarius. So there's a sadness because of the ending, or the ending, you know, it's happened, there's nothing that can be done about it. But there is, it's left this feeling of sadness and perhaps grief for some of you. The clarifier, the fairy that was kissed by the pixies, now, which obviously, you know, has a bit of an opposite energy, if you like. But let's have a look at that. So, you know, whatever this was, you'd felt blessed. Whatever it is that's gone had brought great blessings to you. You felt blessed and you were blessed, Aquarius. So whatever it was that's now gone, while it was with you, you felt truly blessed to have whatever it was in your life. So now, but this is the challenge for you. So the challenges are in this sadness time, this time of sadness and grief, because of a past blessing. All right, because you're in that energy at this time for some of you, because there's this fabulous offer, an offer coming in. You've got to look beyond it, because if you're in this energy, then you may accept something or receive something that normally you would think twice about, perhaps, if you weren't in this current sadness energy. So look beyond what's being offered, look into it, investigate, take a step back for some of you Aquarius. Okay. Now, in your power at this time, we have the Singer of Intuition and we have the Fairies of the Future. So this is about tapping into your instincts, Aquarius. Tapping into your intuition. What is it your intuition is telling you about this situation, what's on offer? What is it your intuition is telling you? Listen to your intuition. Clarified by the Fairies of the Future, and this is about planning, looking to the future, making plans to go forward in some area. So being mindful of the past. So we've got the elf up here that's got one eye looking to the past and one eye looking to the future. So the energy of this card is leave the past to the elf. He'll look after the past, what's gone. So try to not dwell on what's gone if you can. Try to not dwell, especially if you're making plans for going forward. Use your instincts and intuition as you're making plans, looking to the future to go forward. For some of you Aquarius. And then something else in your power, we have Arvel Parrot and we have Lum the Poet. And Arvel Parrot, this is about communication. So there's definitely something about communication running through this reading. So this is about all forms of communication, because Arvel Parrot is pointing to his throat chakra here. But also I'm very drawn to his antennae here, and they're lit up. So there's incoming information, and what Arvel Parrot wants you to do is think carefully before you respond. And of course Lum the Poet, this is the romancer. So this is the dreamer, the romancer, about wishful thoughts, wishful dreaming, it's that sort of an energy. So if you're in this little bit of a vacant, dreamlike, preoccupied energy, and perhaps that's where you're thinking of the past. Just be mindful of communication coming in, and just take a step back before responding. I feel that's what these are saying for some of you. And then in the outcome position we have the Fawn and we have Death. So the Fawn is about natural law, magic, universal energies, earth energies coming up, universal energies coming down, but being open to just allow the flow of life, really, of natural law and the flow of life. And the Death energy, this is about something that has finished or is finishing, but as a transformation energy. So it's getting ready, going forward anew, if you like. So it's something about, opening up to the natural law of life, of the universal energies and earth energies. Allow those to flow. Don't fight them. Allow them to flow as something comes to an end. an ending of a cycle, perhaps ready for going forward. You see the figure here, shrouded in a cloak, but is offering something. See, so whatever is going now, there's something new being offered. All right, but it's unclear what that is at this time. That's why the fawn has come forward, for you to open up for this natural flow of life. Now, this is something else the universe would like, and the earth energies would like to say to you at this time, Aquarius. Well, we have the bright mother and we have the lagoon. And the bright mother is very much like the Empress energy in ordinary tarot. So this is about nurturing, motherhood, nurturing, fertility, empathy, compassion, caring, looking after, all right, making sure everybody is looked after. And then the lagoon is about unconditional giving and unconditional receiving. So it's those sorts of energies. So there is lots of nurturing energies around you, and there's I feel there's a feminine energy around that's very nurturing, and very, very creative, and very compassionate, and wants to give. So, you know, if love and compassion and empathy is being offered to you at this time, Aquarius, then accept it. Now, this is different, all right? This is something different to what this is. It's not the same situation. All right, so the majority of the reading has been covering this. All right. Okay. But this is something else this is guidance from the universe. And it's about, I feel this is about, for some of you, accepting unconditional love and care and empathy that's being brought in for you by the bright mother. Right. For others of you, this may be about yourself as the bright mother, giving unconditionally to someone around you. All right, Aquarius. I'm just going to get another couple of messages for you from the Sacred Traveller. Okay, could we have 2 more messages, please, for you from the Sacred Traveller? 2 more messages for Aquarius, please. So we have overcoming obstacles and view from above. So overcoming obstacles, the energies are saying you can overcome anything. We've got this trail, the mountain trail, and there's a big boulder blocking it. But there's a sword in the boulder, which means, you know, you're going to be able to get rid of this obstacle as you're going forward. So you're going to be overcoming any obstacles. You can overcome anything, Aquarius, if you set your mind to it, whatever obstacles there are. And get the view from above, get the bigger picture. So again, stand back. I think this is perhaps in reference to whatever this means for you, Aquarius. There's a need to stand back and get the big picture. If we get too close to the trees, to the forest, you can't see the trees. They all blend into each other. So take a step back and get a landscape view of a situation, of what's going on, to get the bigger picture, to get an overall view. Okay. I think that's covered everything for you for your reading at this time for December from the Faery Oracle, Aquarius. But I'd just like to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. Really do appreciate you taking the time to subscribe and support the channel, and also a big thank you to everybody that just stops by and spends a little time here. But Aquarius, I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Good luck going forward. I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.